currently driving around trying to find good lighting. So when you guys find it, let me know. This way, still bad, still bad. I guess I could just drive around and do this, but I hate driving. Oh, it's a little better this way. A little better. Ooh, how about now? Am I about to ruin it? It's just like gloomy outside, and usually when it's gloomy, that's when the lighting's the best, but not here. Okay, what's up, y'all? We're gonna do a Q&A because I told you guys I was gonna post 12 videos for Vlogmas. Of course there's a loud ass airplane. I think I've only posted 4, and I'm about to go out of town next week, and I just don't know how the fuck that's gonna happen. But anyways, hopefully the sound of my car doesn't annoy you. Of course there's people sitting on their porch right now, right when I start filming, like, ah! Go home, go away. Well, I guess I should go home, but whatever. Okay, so I asked on Instagram for you guys to ask me questions for me to answer, and then I posted on TikTok. Obviously I have a bigger following on TikTok, but I'm just gonna go through the TikTok questions. Sorry. I haven't looked at any of these because I want it to be my real like reaction and answer. So, okay, first question. Do you think the first year or second year of grief was harder? Definitely the first year. I obviously was in shock for a very long time, and I think that I always was in denial. I thought shock meant like I wasn't aware of what was happening, which I clearly was, but that wasn't it at all. It was just where like your body physically like goes into shock. Seriously, why do people hang out on their front porch? I think that's so weird. Anyways, so like why do people go on walks? Oh, why are people happy? Like, let me sit in my car and record. I can't do it in my driveway because I have a neighbor. Like, and our houses are basically attached. But first or second year of grief was harder. I think the first year of grief was definitely harder. I was crying every single day, random outbursts all the time. I really have a hard time putting it into words and explaining it. If you've been following me, then you watched it. You watched me go through it. I was happy and seemed okay, but I was not at all. It was absolutely fucking terrible. I was miserable. I have this grief journal. I'll link it below for you guys. I got it on Amazon, and I would write to my sister, and reading it back, I'd be like, in the grief journal, I'd be like, if you can hear me, like, please come forward, or like, come talk to me. I promise I won't tell anyone. I won't tell anybody. I promise that you came and talked to me. If you're able to communicate with me in any way, I will never tell a soul. Just like, come say hi. Like, all this stuff, which I know it's whatever, but you know, it's a shitty thing. But my ADD, I can't think right now, but it definitely the first year of grief, 100%. Did you post on Vine back in the day? Yes, I did. I've been on all of the social media apps, okay? Every time there's a new one, I hop on it. I've always known it was my calling. When did you realize you had anxiety? I don't exactly precisely remember. I really don't remember, but I do know when I turned 18, it got a lot worse. And that's when I started seeing like psychiatrists, and then I started getting my first panic attack, I think at 19, I believe. But I don't know if it was anxiety or what it was, but when I was like 15, 16, I definitely went through something for sure, because I just like went from being the most social person who like didn't fear anything to I started eating lunch in the library. I stopped going to school. I stopped caring about practice and sports. I stopped caring about things. Maybe that was just depression, but that wasn't my Justin Bieber phase. I just did not want to go in public or anything, but it definitely got way worse as I got older. Okay, next is how do you deal with hate? I don't really read into anything. Nobody ever says anything to my face, I guess, and I just tell myself that, I don't know, it's usually all miserable people who aren't showing their selves and are hidden, or I look at their profile and I'm not threatened by them in any way. But it's definitely hard. I try and stay off of things that I shouldn't be looking at. I just try and stay positive as I can. This is really hard for me right now because I'm so ADD that I'm like, I can't focus on the question. What was your childhood like? I went on Bunny's podcast and I talked about it a lot, kind of. I think I did. I don't really remember. But my childhood was good. I had a great childhood. I say this all the time because I think a lot of people also think that, you know, my sister battling with addiction and all that, like what caused her to use and all this stuff. Like we had a great childhood. I literally think I took it for granted, and I like didn't appreciate it as much until now that I'm older. But like I just didn't realize my parents took me on all these trips. So I was given a lot of nice gifts. Like we were very, very grateful, and we had a great life. We had a very great upbringing, and I'm just very lucky and very blessed, and I couldn't thank my parents enough. They were great parents, so they never failed in any aspect of any of that. Like my sister and I loved our childhood, and we would always reminisce on it. Really, really, really did. Not me getting teary-eyed. My favorite food. I always usually have said soup. I'm a soup queen. I just love broth. But, I don't know. I like cheese. My go-to snack is like a thing of cheese. So pizza, anything with cheese in it. I don't know. Do you want more tattoos? Yes, I already have one that I want, but the thing with me is I'm just too lazy to go and get it. Like, I hate getting my like nails done and spray tan and eyebrows and blah blah blah, but I do those things because I know that I'll look ugly as fuck without them. Without getting a tattoo, like, I'm not gonna look ugly without it because it'll just look the same. So I literally will put it off forever until there's like a random opportunity where somebody like makes me go or whatever. I'll finally go get it, but I'm just so fucking lazy that I don't care to like make an appointment and go get one. I really just don't want to sit there if I don't have to. Does that make sense? Okay, next question is, in a world where there weren't any people, I know you hate people, so let's just pretend, where would you travel to? So yes, I always joke around that I hate people, but I am very scared of, like, I sleep with all my lights on. I'm scared of the dark. I'm scared of spirits and paranormal things. My mom loves haunted shit, loves it. So we grew up watching, not Disney Channel and shit in the back of the car, you know, the little TVs on the back. No, we would watch Rose Red, and we would watch literally horror films, like scary ass shit. My mom would rent us a cabin and we'd watch the Blair Witch Project. We were 10, not even. So like in the middle of the woods we'd watch that. So I just have always been really scared of like paranormal things in the dark and shit. And then after my sister passed away, I think I got even more scared, which is why I would sleep on the couch at my old apartment, because I just always feel like someone's standing over me. I'm not afraid of my sister, but it's just like freaky, somebody you were super close to being dead. What if they can like see me and I can't see them? I just hate the thought of that. I know it's fucking weird, and I live alone, so it's just like scary. So I'm just scared of like paranormal shit. So I don't know where I would travel to, because if it was completely empty, I'd be afraid of like a demon. Like, if there weren't people, I'd be afraid of a demon. I don't know. So I don't know where I'd go. Did you have lip injections? Yes. What is your go-to moisturizer? I am not picky at all with skincare at all, and I wish I was, but I don't have sensitive skin, so I use any kind at all. And I know a lot of people get frustrated that I use such expensive skincare, but it gets sent to me, and I feel like if it's expensive, it's really nice. Like, oh, I'm very lucky. Oh, that's so cool. I want to use that. So I try and use it, and I hate wasting products, so I want to use it. And I'm like really bad at like using an entire product up. And then people are like, how about more affordable options? So I'm like trying to switch things, but then like that's bad for your skin to just be switching moisturizers all the time. I literally will just use whatever. My favorite to like recommend is Cetaphil or CeraVe. They're super cheap drugstore ones, and they work literally great. And I don't think they make anyone break out. I mean, I'm sure maybe they do, but they're just like very generic. I would definitely recommend that. Right now, I've been using Elemis. I'll link it below. I'll also link the CeraVe shit below. Did TikTok bully you into changing Queen of getting banned name? No, I just felt like it, I don't know. I still don't love the name. I don't resonate with the name, but I didn't realize it's like, it was confusing even when I was in contracts with like brands, and they were like, we can't find her page. And I was like, I changed my username, and I just didn't realize. It was just like a lot for like, I go to look you up and I can't find you. A lot of people just don't actually know my name at this point, but that's what I was kind of trying to like break that and like get people to know my name. Like when people come up to me in public and they say Kristi, like I honestly get so happy. And I know it sounds so small, but I'm like, wait, you actually like care enough to like know what my name is and not just my username? Because you'd be fucking surprised. Okay, I think you are hilarious. Where do you get your humor from? Example, the monster voice. I do the same thing. I'm an immature 60-year-old. Bye. So the monster voice, I don't even do it that often. I don't do it in real life. It's something like I just am able to do. Like I never have like done it that much. I feel like it's like a weird quirky thing that, you know, like that funny girl type vibe. And I just did it in like a video one time. And then from then on, and this was like 3 years ago, and from then on, if I didn't do it, people were like, where's the voice? Where's the voice? Oh my gosh, she has to do the voice. And all I did was like, hello. And so yeah, but in day-to-day things, when I'm talking to people or whatever, I never use that voice ever. I mean, yes, I can, but I never do unless people come up to me and they're like, do the thing. And I'm like, spicy. Or I'll be like, hi. Like, oh my God. But I never do it ever. I don't know where that came from, but my humor came from, I don't know. My sister was really funny. My dad is a goober, and I've just watched a lot of TV. I have no idea where my humor came from, honestly. None, but thanks. Do you want kids? Yes, I do. I definitely want siblings, them to have siblings. I want like at least 2, 3. I want more than one. I want 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm just whatever God gives me. Do you ever miss living around family? Yes and no. I get annoyed very easily. And my mom blows my shit up, and when I used to live nearby, she would come to my apartment all the time. She would show up, not in like a crazy way, but in a way where she would like go talk to my leasing office if there were things that I wouldn't do myself. She'd be like, well, then I'm gonna go talk to them for you because you won't, like that type of vibe, which is it's just a lot. And my mom, before I moved to Nashville, my mom and I were not getting along well at all. We were fighting a lot, which is fine. We just bicker. There's just things like that. Nothing bad fights. It's just, I think it's just like the age I'm at, and I don't know. So I like my space, but the only reason I do get a little sad about it sometimes is I hate that I moved and 5 days later my sister died, and now I just feel like my parents have no one. But if I did live there, like, well, I couldn't just go to be with them every day. So I still go back and see them all the time, and I still feel like I'm there watching them grow old and stuff. It's not too far. I don't know. Maybe I haven't been following you long enough, but how is your niece? Do you have other siblings, or is she your sister's daughter? I literally answer this question all of the time, and I know that like not everybody follows everything, but like any video I post with her, she is my brother's daughter. Okay, my sister and I have an older brother. He is the father of Brie. How did you blow up on TikTok? I farted. I'm just kidding. I worked my ass off and posted a shit ton of content and kept getting banned and making new accounts, and I just kept sticking to it. So I knew it's what I wanted to do. How do you pull yourself out of depression, anxiety on really bad days? I love working, so I distract myself with work. Do I recommend that? No. But I'm a Capricorn and I love to work. So if I'm just not feeling it today, if I'm not feeling like talking to people or going places or filming or anything, I will edit and get shit done on my computer, and it distracts me. So that's literally my advice. Sorry if that sucks, but it helps me. But definitely just like listen to your mind and your body, like your physical body. Sometimes I just feel like restless and tired, and that is actually your anxiety and depression talking to you. Would you ever go back to your natural brown hair color? Yes, 100%. Think about it every single day, but I don't have the balls to do it because I like myself blonde better. I 100% do. It's just a pain in the ass and it's annoying, and my natural hair is a level 5. If you're a hairstylist, you know what that means. It's dark as shit, like nearly black. My dad has black hair. It's very dark. I always say that, like, I think that when I want to be blonde for my wedding, but I think that like when I'm pregnant, when I have kids, I want my natural hair because it'll be like, I'll be so stressed out and busy with kids that I won't have time to do all the maintenance of blonde. So I'll be back my natural color. So I think sometime in my life, I just know I want to be blonde on my wedding, but I'm not getting married anytime soon. And people are like, go ahead and dye it brown now. And I'm like, that is so damaging though, because then I have to go through the whole process to get this blonde again. Do you know how long? It took me 3 years to get blonde from dark without making it all fall out. Would you consider more dancing videos? Yes, I love to do them. I just always, really, I'm like a freak and brainwashed with uploading and editing content that's the reason I don't dance anymore. I don't make time for it because I don't have time, because I have to film and edit this vlog and vlog and do this unboxing, and I put those before the dancing video, so I really don't have time. But I posted a dancing video yesterday and I literally wasn't planning on it. I thought I was just gonna use the audio, and then I watched the video of people dancing to the audio I was gonna use, and I was like, oh, wait, this is easy. And I literally watched it 3 times, clicked play, and danced, because I, was a dancer, so I keep thinking that I have to like practice and all this shit, but I can really like pick up very fast. I can watch something and do it. It might not be perfect, but I just watch it, and that one was really easy. But are you making more merch? I definitely want to, and I definitely want to do it way different and way better. I want to hopefully do it through a wholesaler. I want to lower the prices. I want to up the quality. I want to get a graphic designer. I really want more help into it, which I spent a lot of time on this merch, but it was just through like a manufacturer, and I want it to make it more like a small businessy vibe, like I want to make it a business. I don't want to do it through like Shopify. Someone said, do you remember your followers? Do you remember your followers? Yes, I literally remember y'all's usernames all the time, and your profile pictures. In what high school were you? Where did you grow up? I went to Peachtree Ridge High School. I grew up in Gwinnett County, which is like north of Atlanta. It's like 15 minutes outside of the city. Where does Walt live? Walt lives, well, he was in Augusta for work, and now he's back at his parents' house for the time being, and yesterday he signed a lease in Nashville. So when are you and Walt getting married? I don't know. I used to want to get married really soon, and now I don't, like, at all. I'm just not ready for it. I am very career driven and focused on my work that I feel like planning a wedding, it takes so much time, and it takes like a year. And I know that's super exciting and shit, but like I just don't want to stop what I'm doing. Even though like I can make content out of planning a wedding, I don't want to stop what I'm doing to prepare for a wedding. I just don't. I'm just not ready for that. I don't know. Give me like 2 or 3 more years. Sorry. What is your, okay, I already answered that. Favorite YouTuber? Rachel Ottenroot. Her last name used to be Ratke. I'm obsessed with her. I copy everything she does. She buys it, I want it. She's the one that got me on Bottega sunglasses. She literally makes me broke though, because like I would never buy designer things and shit until I started watching her. And now I'm like, fuck. She's so glamorous. And she lives here in Nashville. She slays. Another question asking if Bree is my niece. How we're related. Hi, I love watching your videos. I love you. What kind of music are you into? I am a serial killer. Not really, but I don't listen to music ever. I listen to like top hits or whatever's on the radio, but other than that, I never listen to music. I always have TV shows playing when I am around the house. I'm manic and thinking about doing blonde Jersey Shore highlights. Should I do it? Yes, 100% do it. How many times have you colored your hair? Shout out. People do shout outs still. Okay. I don't know how many times I colored my hair. I started coloring it in the 4th grade. I got highlights. My mom let me do whatever I want, y'all. She suggested it. Like, she suggested I go get my eyebrows waxed, so I started doing it. We would all go spray tan together. Like, I don't know, y'all. A dream place you want to travel to? I really want to go to Greece or Italy. I've never been to Europe, but I think Switzerland would be so cool. And I just saw this TikTok of this flower field in New Zealand that looked amazing, but I think the Swiss Alps, like snowy season. Is it always snowy there? I don't know. But yeah, Switzerland, or I used to want to go to Thailand, but now I'm kind of scared because I don't want a parasite. But Switzerland, or what did I just say? Oh yeah, Greece, somewhere in Europe. Will you take any more stray cats in? I don't know. I want to, but I'm waiting. We'll see. I feed them every single day and night though. Have you ever thought of teaching dance and cheer to kids? Yes. I obviously already currently have a job and I love it. Maybe if like social media didn't ever work out, it was one of the first jobs. It was the first job I ever did. I was a little dance teacher and I really just would make up my own routines and teach them to kids, but half the kids didn't even want it. The little ones didn't even care to be there. Their parents just put them there for daycare, you know, like they didn't actually really want to dance. They just wanted to like jump on the trampoline. And I was like, listen, we're gonna do hip hop. What is your main source of income? Brand deals? Okay, so this one, please don't take offense by this, but this one, it rubbed me the wrong way. I did read it. It said, do you think a mom of 3, me, can become an influencer? I would love to bring in extra income. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So I don't know if she necessarily meant it like this, but the reason that it rubs me the wrong way is because when people ask me how to be an influencer and they're like, I want to make money like you, or like, not like you, but I really want to make the money. I want the extra income. That rubs me the wrong way because yeah, hell yeah, like if you're money driven, money's awesome and whatever, but you're not going to be successful if you're only in it for the money. Like if you're asking me how to be an influencer because you want to make money, you're not going to be successful in it, like, or have a very hard time doing it, because I have been doing influencing in social media for a very, 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 very long time, always, but I was never making money off it or successful with it, like till like last year, 2 years ago. I didn't even get management till I was at 800,000 followers, subscribers, whatever, but I was always making YouTube videos like in middle school, high school, and always creating content, and I wasn't doing it for money. I was doing it because it's like what I set. I had the drive, like it's my passion, it's what I like doing. I love storytelling, I love making videos, and I love entertaining, and always like evolving with whatever new ways there is to do that. So yes, it is an easy way, but if you're a stay-at-home mom asking like how to do it, then that tells me that you don't really have, like, I could be, like, correct me if I'm wrong, you might not already even have a niche. If you have a niche, that's fine, but don't even get me started with like using your kids to, you know, make the channel or whatever. If you want to do it, do it. If you like doing it, do it. Stop asking if you should or how or why. Literally just record and talk. If you have something to say, people are gonna listen. Whether they're making fun of you or agreeing with you, they're gonna listen. You have to just literally do it if you want to do it, but if you're getting into it just because you want to make the money and get the PR packages, yes, they are great. Those are just like a cool part of it, but you're not gonna build a following, which is like the whole way you get successful is by building a community and genuine following. And without being genuine, you won't have that because you won't even know what to be filming or like doing or talking, or you're not gonna know how to edit or do anything because you're just like, I just want to start because I want to make money. So does that make sense? And I hope that didn't come across mean, but I get asked that all the time in my DMs, and then I'll like go on their profile and they don't have a single video, and I'm like, well, how do you think you're gonna grow? Why don't you start posting and start trying and then ask me about it, or then, you know, reach out for help, because you're not even posting anything, girl. So you gotta put yourself out there. Are you gonna make your own sauce one day? That would be awesome if I had like a really, you know, cool high up there team behind me, but right now I don't even know who would care enough to help me make a sauce, so I don't know where to get started with that. But yeah, that'd be awesome. Does soy sauce scratch your furniture? I have kittens. She did in like one spot, and I always yell at her, but that's about it. She has 2 scratch posts. Sometimes she does it in the carpet and then I yell, but that's about it. Not really like furniture. What's your schedule like when you're with Walt, home or with him? Whenever I go to my parents' house, house. He always comes over. He picks me up and takes me wherever we go. But my sleep schedule, if that's what you're referring to, it's different. I never know what it's gonna be. It's different every single day, every single week. It's different. So this weekend, it was so fucked up, and it kind of sucked because I felt like I slept the whole time he was here. I went with him to tour apartments, but I could not keep my eyes open for the life of me. I was literally running on 0 sleep. I felt like I was in a dream, and I just was like, my vision was starting to get blurry, and it was really bad. And then I came home at like 4 p.m. and slept, and I told him I'd get up to go back out, but I hadn't slept 2 days before, so I just like hibernated, and I felt really bad because that was like our Saturday, and I was like, I'm sorry. He's like, it's fine. But yeah, it sucks. What influencer or social media person inspired you to be an influencer? I don't ever remember not wanting to be one, so I don't know how to answer that. Even before influencers were influencers, I was wanting to be on social media. I don't necessarily think it's like I was wanting to be an influencer. I think I just wanted to be something. I wanted to make a name for myself. I wanted to be famous. I wanted to do, you know, something like that. I love that shit. It never was like a phase for me that like when I was little I wanted to be famous. No, it was like I just always was making videos nonstop. Blah blah blah. Why did you get rid of hair extensions? What do you recommend? I took them out because I just couldn't stop messing with them, and they were bothering me, and I couldn't style my hair and just whatever. I just wanted them out, and it was gonna be temporary, but I took them out and I posted, and everybody like freaked the flip out, and they were like, your hair looks so much better. I was like, first of all, fuck you. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. First of all, ouch. Second of all, I've just never put them back in because I realized no one really cares as much as you do. I've said this before, even no matter what stylist tells you or whatever anyone tells you, they do ruin your hair. No matter what kind you use, how good you take care of them, they might not ruin them, but they're definitely gonna make them thinner, and it's gonna change your hair. The texture, they're not good for you, okay? It's not like your hair is growing while you have them in, and no, they're not good for you. My hair was not this short before I had them. They're not good for you. Why doesn't your brother film with you much? That's actually a good question. I really don't see my brother that much. We're not that close. We're 14 years apart, so that could be why. But yeah, I don't really see my brother that often, so I don't know. I see Bree all the time though, but Bree lives with her mom, so she doesn't live with my brother. If you could have any job in the world, what would it be and why? It would be what I'm doing. I literally love being an influencer and content creating. I love it so much. Now with that, I would love it to be more successful. Like I want to keep growing, but I wouldn't, there's not any other single job that I want other than the one I have, which I think is a pretty good position to be in. All right, now let me just do a few from Instagram. Those ones were from TikTok, and then we'll close out because I've been talking for 30 minutes. Okay, I'm reading through, and it looks like a lot of these are like the same questions that I answered. I think I rambled for a long time. I hope that I answered some juicy good ones for you guys, but yeah, I'm gonna wrap up the video right here because I've been sitting in my car for 30 minutes. I hope you guys learned something about me. If you cared, if you're still here, thanks. I love you bitches so much. Make sure you follow me on everything, and comment below if you have more questions because I'll answer them throughout my vlogmas vlogs. I do read my comments, and I love you guys. Everything, if I mention something, it'll be tagged in the description below. Yeah, I don't know. I love you. Bye. No. Pretty Caroline. Oh, 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 Stone.